Arriving on a red carpet lined with roses and flanked by a military honor guard, Russian President Vladimir Putin is welcomed to North Korea by leader Kim Jong Un. It's Putin's first visit to the totalitarian state in 24 years, aiming to upgrade the deepening relationship between the two nuclear-armed countries. The United States is monitoring the visit as it raises concerns for Washington and its allies about North Korea's support for Russia's war in Ukraine.
The deepening cooperation between Russia and the DPRK is something that should be of concern, especially to anyone that's interested in maintaining peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula, but also supporting the people of Ukraine as they continue to fight against Russian aggression.
The US is concerned that North Korea is sending weapons to Russia to be used in the war in Ukraine. Moscow and Pyongyang have denied arms transfers, but according to South Korea's defense minister, Russia has received 5 million artillery shells from the north. Decorated with portraits of Putin, the capital Pyongyang has been decked out for the two leaders' meetings. They're expected to sign a new comprehensive strategic treaty expanding their countries' cooperation in security and trade. Ahead of the meeting, a letter from Putin was published in North Korea's state newspaper, saying Russia would seek alternative mechanisms of trade and mutual settlements that are not controlled by the West, and the two countries would resist illegitimate unilateral restrictions. Putin is referring to the Western sanctions placed on both states. North Korea faces the toughest sanctions in the world, while Russia is grappling with sanctions over its invasion of Ukraine.
They have a common problem, and that is sanctions. And Putin has really been leading what he considers and what he deems the war on the West, and trying to create a multipolar system and sort of upend or create an alternative to a US-led world order. North Korea is also under sanctions. And the two have offered each other, political and moral support in trying to resist sanctions.
Those sanctions have left Russia facing a continued shortage of weapons. The Kremlin is expected to seek ongoing support for Russia's offensive in Ukraine. And in exchange, it's believed North Korea will seek high-technology expertise for its spy satellite system, ballistic missiles and nuclear submarines. Kim Jong Un and Vladimir Putin are expected to release joint statements after their meeting, as deepening divisions with the Western world push these two nations closer together. Dolphine, Chen and Rosie Grenenger for TaiwanPlus.